Yo guys, it's me Matrix here, coach of the Welsh Wailords, and I'm bringing you the VDL Playoffs Round 1, and this week we are against Goomer and I think it's the Boltund Bashers. I know he's got another team name as the KC Bolts, maybe, I don't know. So yeah, Goomer is a really good player, real tough opponent, and he made it to playoffs last season. Last season he was undefeated up until the final, where he just lost out to Otto. And this season, his only loss so far is to Otto again this season. So in the history of the VDL, only Otto has defeated him. So to say I'm nervous is an understatement. Just going to get the code from him now. I mean, the team I'm bringing isn't my best team. Truth be told, I've had a pretty naff week this week. Some bad news yesterday. Was been ill all day today, but we need to get this match played, and so here I am. So we'll try our best. The Wailords, I wouldn't be surprised if we get knocked out in this round, to be honest. But yeah, this is my team that I'm bringing up against him. I didn't really know what to do. Now, I know that Kabalion beat up works really well against him, but because it's Goomer, he will have accounted for that, so he knows that this matches up well against him, and he'll have something against it, which honestly could be anywhere between some priority and like Choice Scarf Alakazam, and that I think could do some real work. His team is quite interesting. I can't get it up here for you guys to have a look at, but most of you guys in BDL already know what his team is. But yeah, I'm going to bring Kabalion and Weavile. I think he will bring a Trick Room team, which is kind of why I'm bringing my Trick Room Mons without the Trick Room Setter, because I think they can do kind of well. Araquanid has to be careful with Stack Attacker though, wherefore Drampa can match up okay against Stack Attacker, other than Max Quake going off into it and boosting its special defense. I don't think Blissey comes, because Blissey is really weak to my fighting Mon. And I do have a mix of physical and special attackers. I do think Tornadus is going to be a bit of an issue, which is, again, why I'm bringing Omastar and Weavile. He doesn't have a load of water resistances, which is why I'm kind of just leaning into my water Mons a little bit more. But yeah. I've tried my best this week to prep something that could work. Let's have a look. 000 5544. Now, I don't actually know if this match is going to be premiered. I don't know if mine's going to be premiered or Goomer's is going to be premiered. I imagine one of them will be. So, we'll see. Yeah. Oh dear. End of the road. This could be my very last VDL match for a long time. It'd be nice to get a win. I'd be surprised if I even get a set win against him. I mean, it's Goomer after all. He's just so good at draft, and he's not completely orthodox either. So like he can make these weird and wonderful strategies, and you might not think they are the best team composition, but they work so effectively that honestly I've got no idea what to expect. I can take guesses that I think Tornadus could be a good Mon here because he likes to use Tornadus. I think Alakazam could be kind of scary. Stack Attacker as well could be an issue. I do think Defiant Obstagoon comes. But because of I've got Salamence for Intimidates, and I do like to lower my opponent's speed and stuff with Icy Winds. So like he could be bringing that as like a switch in to get boosts or something. He could also bring it Guts, and it's defy like other than my Cobalion, it does pretty well. Trying to think what else he has on his team that I need to be aware of. But yeah, he's got Meowstic obviously, but he's not really been using Meowstic that much, so I'm not sure if he does bring it. Especially when my Prankster is a Dark type compared to his as a Psychic. I think Mamoswine is a huge threat, so I think Mamoswine can be coming. And also, I think Gorygeist could be really annoying. So, especially with it being a grass type, he can ignore redirection of my Tangler if I was to have brought Tangler. Oh dear. Just double check that I am connected. Yeah. So yeah, he's got Seeking and Rotom. Rotom can also be annoying, like if you choice Scarf the Rotom for like Electro Web or to like outspeed my mons and stuff. I do think Mamoswine definitely comes because I've been using Magneton a lot, and yes, it doesn't do well because it's an Ice type, so Magneton still does damage to it. If it can get off a Max Quake or something against me and it be Assault Vested, then that's a bit of an issue. Gorygeist can use I expect if the Gorygeist and the Stack Attacker comes, I think it's quite possible that he is Shuckerberry on a Stack Attacker and goes for a Forest Curse or whatever, Trick or Treat is what it's called, into the Stack Attacker, and that means that I can't hit it super effectively with my Fighting type moves on Cobalion, which would be an issue, which is again why I'm not relying on the 4x weaknesses, but rather the 2x weaknesses of water, because he's got no real water checks. Like, he's got Seeking and Gorygeist, and both the mons that I'm bringing, well, Araquanid has moves to hit Gorygeist and Seeking, like at least Seeking neutrally, but Gorygeist super effectively. So Araquanid can hit basically anything on his team. I just got to be really careful of like this super heavy Stack Attacker, Mamoswine, Obstagoon. They can be a bit annoying. Heracross could be annoying if it comes, however, I don't think it does, because I do have a lot that could threaten a Heracross. Again, another reason why I think the Mamoswine comes is because it's an Ice type into my Salamence. It's oblivious, so it does ignore Salamance's attack drops. So yeah, I think Mamoswine is a big threat. I don't know if I've covered for it well enough. I know Cobalion's tanky. It might be able to take a hit. Should be able to take a hit. But yeah, let's have a look what's going on. New code. Yeah, new code. Link battle. Let's have a look. What's the new code? 621, 621. This is the most I've ever spoken before a match, I think. I am pretty nervous, but at the same time, I'm glad to like finally get the chance to battle Goomer. Like, I've been wanting to battle him since Season 1. I think it'll be rough. I'm never the most confident going into these things. We'll see. It's actually pretty cold right now in my room. Just let me know that I'm searching it. There we go. We have found Goomer. Damn, man. It's going to be intense. Honestly, Saki, his brother, absolutely wiped the floor with me, and I can 100% see Goomer doing the exact same thing to me here. Which I'm not like opposed to in the slightest. Like, there's my UGA team. So Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty standard stuff I'm running on this team, to be honest. I could have been... It was hard to determine whether I wanted Cobbleberry or Charty Berry on the Araquanid, and thinking about it now, maybe Charty Berry is better, but I don't want him to get like a free hit onto it with the max airstreams with Tornadus if he decides to max it. Okay, so yeah, we've got the Tornadus, which is what I expected. Mamoswine, 100% expected that. Poltergeist and Rotom. Yeah, I think that Rotom could be a little bit of a threat to maybe being like Choice Scarfed or something. But if it is, this is why I got Sableye with Sucker Punch. It does decent damage. Obstagoon, as I say, I fully expected. And I expect his answer to the beat up is like Trick Meowstic. So I'm gonna lead Weavile and Cobalion, but I'm not going to go for max. I want to see what his answer is to it. And I'm going to bring Drampa in the back with Omastar, because if I can get a max Geyser off with Drampa before Omastar comes in, Omastar should be able to outspeed. So, okay with that. I just realised that the ones I was going to bring in are in that order. I could have brought Sableye, but he does have this Obstagoon again, a Dark type to help ignore the Prankster shenanigans. But it doesn't look like he is going for Trick Room, although Poltergeist might be running it, Meowstic might be running it. But his team doesn't scream Trick Room. It's nice that his Stack Attacker isn't there, because that always helps. Stack Attacker can be really awkward to deal with. Well, good luck and have fun to you, Goomer. Let's get this going. I'm going to try and take my time a little bit and decide what I want to do with these games. So Gorygeist and Rotom come out. So I can't fake out here. But you see my items with the Frisk, which is nice, that makes sense. I think I just want to go for a triple axle straight into the Gorygeist, because Gorygeist can be quite annoying to deal with. I think I outspeed at least Gorygeist here. What's in the back for him? Let's have a think. Rotom could be going for a Volt Switch or something. I think it's safe to go for a bounce into the Gorygeist slot. I don't want to beat up straight out because I feel like he's going to do something. Yeah, like Electro Web and possibly Will-O-Wisp me, which is not something I want to be dealing with. Yeah, so this is a Choice Scarfed Rotom, which is something I was... Yeah, and this is the Worry Seed tech. So this is why I didn't want to go straight off into the beat up, because I felt like he definitely had some sort of an answer to it, which is fine. Which is why we're going straight in for the triple axle hit here. It doesn't pick up the KO, I don't think. Oh, it does. So we get the KO. Nice. Oh, a crit. I think if not for that crit on the last one, I don't think that Gorygeist was going down there. And then, so he's going to know that whatever comes in here, I was planning to bounce into. So yeah, Obstagoon comes out. Now Obstagoon is probably faster, which is unfortunate. So he should be going for. I think I know what he goes for here. So I'm going to go for an Icy Wind into this lot, because he should be going for Obstruct, which would be really annoying. And an Electro Web. So let's go switch Weavile out, preserve as much as we can for its fake out. Also reset its speed. And we get the fake out pressure back. Oh, so we are going for a max Obstagoon here. Now he could be going for a max fighting move, max Knuckle into the Drampa, which would be really bad. Jumper takes it. But the problem is, the mon I have in the back is also weak to fighting. So yeah, he's going for a max knuckle into the Dramper. Dramper will tank that, but it's not what I would like. So we do get a Berserk off on the Dramper. Cabalion use bounce, get paralysis. There we go. So now Cabalion is actually faster than the Obstagoon, and I think it's even faster than the Obstagoon at -1. -2, which is huge. Just want to double check the speeds here. What is Obstagoon's max speed? Obstagoon's max speed is 161, and I'm running a... Let's have a look quickly before it gets to it. I know I'm running down the timer here. I just want to see if it's worth maxing. Okay, so he would outspeed me. I didn't. I ran the timer out. I ran the timer out. Okay, so Obstagoon's paralyzed, which means that Obstagoon's really fast. Oh, went for a max guard. Okay. I definitely ran the timer out there. That was a bit of a mistake on my part. We go for a Stone Edge into the Rotom. We go for a Snap. Oh, we're going for a Hydro Pump into the Rotom. Will this KO? I don't think so, because Electric Resist. Oh, we got the KO. Amazing, amazing. He's going to think that was like a read into a max guard. It wasn't. It was a complete miss. But we stopped the Obstagoon from being too much faster here, which is good. We got rid of the main threat, I think. Okay, annoyingly, I would really like to get some rain up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to here, so let's go for a Snarl here. And he can Tailwind, and I'm going to have to max the Cabalion, because if he goes... Oh wait, no. I really could have done with Dramper dying there, actually. What have I got in the back? I've got a slow mon and a fast mon. Let's not max. Let's not max. We're assault vested. We should live. Yep. Oh, come on. Break through the confusion. Break through the confusion. Break through the confusion. Don't hit yourself here. Don't hit yourself here. Nice. Close combat. Good damage into the Obstagoon. It's nice to know that a Stone Edge Hydro Pump KOs the Rotom. Obstagoon goes down. And a Snarl into the... Oh, he avoided the attack. Okay. So here, I think it's still better to just go for a Snarl. And to try and do something. Like, I think Tornadus has to reveal its spread move here. Oh, it looks like we're maxing Omastar. Or do we max Weavile? So it's got Icy Wind, it's got Hurricane. I don't think we need to max. I don't think I need to max. Because I can just fake out this turn and Meteor Beam. But do I want to reveal the item? Let's go for a fake out and I don't want to reveal too much about what I've got. I understand it might be a little bit bad manners to be maxing on his last mon, but there is ways he can get around this with like a decent protect. Maybe the Meteor Beam misses, and I really don't want to do that. And it's kind of cool seeing Omastar maxed, I'm not going to lie. And he might be Chartyberry for all I know. And we take out Tornadus. Okay. That paralysis was big. We learnt that one of them was Life Orbed. Trying to think actually now what he had that was Life Orbed. So he had Rotom, which was Choice Scarfed, which I did expect him to bring a Choice Scarf on. It was nice that the triple axle got rid of it Mon at the start so well. We did get a bit of RNG because I don't think that would have happened otherwise. He didn't bring Mamoswine. He brought Rotom. Tornadus was Life Orbed. Obstagoon wasn't Choppleberry. Could have been Weakness Policy, but that'd be a bit risky if it was. Rotom was definitely Choice Scarfed. I can't fake Rotom out, which is annoying, but I can use Sableye to squash it or Sucker Punch it. So let's bring Sableye up front. I don't want to bring Omastar up front with there being a Gorygeist there. I did learn that Cobalion is faster than Obstagoon because of it paralysis and -2 speed. They're both the same, which was good. Which again is good information. Araquanid can do pretty well against everything there other than the Rotom. So if I can get rid of the Rotom, I think Araquanid does well. I don't think I need to worry too much about the speed drops if I bring Dramper up front. I bring Weavile in the back, and I'm going to bring Cobalion because I can do a late game beat up scenario. Or I can do a Sucker Punch into it. Yeah. Okay. We've also got to worry about the Mamoswine. So I see the Worry Seed tech there, and yeah, I haven't actually fully considered Electro Worry Seed as an option. I don't actually know what size Gorygeist that is. Meowstic and Tornadus. And we bring Sableye Dramper out. Now, I'm trying to think what I've got on this. What have I actually got on the Dramper? Okay. So I think I'm okay to go for a Quash into the Tornadus and Calm Mind the Dramper. Because he should go for a Light Screen here, or he fakes out. And he should go for like an Airstream into the... maybe goes into the... Oh, Max Hailstorm's a bit of an issue. But it's not like it's going to be doing a great deal. Oh, Quick Guard. That's nice. That was nice. Okay, I see that. Which is unfortunate. This is actually really unfortunate. Because he's going to get big damage off onto me. Oh, but he goes for an Airstream. That's okay. Sableye will hang in there because it's Focus Sash. Yep, and we're getting a fast Mon here, which is okay. We go for a Calm Mind with the Dramper. Sableye is not completely useless here. It can quash the Tornadus, and I think with it being bulkier, it can Snarl and do some damage reduction first. Yeah, let's get some damage reduction because he can't Quick Guard again because he's used it once already. Ooh, Fake Tears. Interesting. We're going into the Dramper here, which has put me at -1 now in special defense, and this max hailstorm will be doing big damage. But it should be okay. Oh wow, maybe not, maybe not. -1, -1, that was a lot of damage there. And this should KO my Sableye as well. And then I bring out Weavile and Cobalion. Now he can have max flare. And actually his quick guard is faster than my fake out now, which is a bit annoying. But I still expect there to be like a trick or something on this Sableye. I'm going to go for a max airstream so I can get some speed back up. I need to start getting some speed advantage here. Because something what Goomer's really good at is getting his mons into a good speed position. And I'm kind of glad I didn't max that Dramper that turn, because the fake Tears tech would have been quite devastating against a max Dramper who's underspeeding everything. Yeah, so there's the quick guard. I did expect a quick guard, but what can I really do there? It's like I have to just try and force the Mon to make a mistake. And he shouldn't max airstream the Weavile. Yep, but this is why I went for the Snarl before, lowering its special attack. His speed now rises, which is unfortunate for me, mind, because he's actually going to be faster than me again. But he's kind of forced into a position like, what does he do? Does he go for the Weavile or does he go for the Cobalion? And I think just to cover the fact that he might not be able to go for both, I gotta start doing that. So I've already boosted my speed. I could Rockfall, but I feel like the Steel Spike, which is stab, is going to do more for me here. He could go for an Icy Wind actually, and that'd be kind of annoying. I know Weavile resists ice, but I don't think it'll survive that. Okay, so he does go for the Weavile to try and get the KO. Meowstic should be attacking this turn, because it didn't go for a Prankster move. So it got Thunderbolt. Okay, that's fine. I'm Assault Vested. So we go for a Steel Spike, expecting there to be physical mons in the back. This Meowstic should die eventually to Hail Chip. So the Tornadus goes down, and now it's Cobalion versus 2 mons. Meowstic goes down the next turn. Thunder Wave's not an issue. So Thunderbolt, Fake Tears, Quick Guard. Now, depending on what he has in the back, could be an issue. I've got a move for nearly every single one, except for Rotom. But I'm faster than its Rotom. Okay, I think I've got to go for a max Rock Fall into the Rotom. It's going to drop my speed. And it is going to be allowing whatever he's gotten back to come in. Okay, so he's fake tearing with the Meowstic, maybe hoping that it can do more damage with the Rotom here. Okay. I know a Stone Edge will kill it. Okay, so it's just used Trick, which means it's giving me Choice Scarf. Meowstic goes down to my Sandstorm. So he's stuck, being unable to use me. Okay. So I'm going to be the fastest mon on the field. Mamoswine comes out. I have Steel Spike boosted myself. However, a Fake Tears is going to be brutal. And I think I've... Ooh... I can live an attack from a Mamoswine. I think I'm going to have to go for the flinch chance into the Rotom. Because Mamoswine should be able to... Mamoswine might protect it. And I think with a defense boost, I can live what a Mamoswine wants to do, even though he's going to go for an Earthquake. There's the Earthquake. I am quite defensively bulky. Rotom could go down to Sand Chip here. I think at -2, I think this Rotom kills. Yeah. I had to go for the flinch there, which is unfortunate. Yeah. GG Goomer. I just couldn't get enough off the bat. So it's got Dark move, it's got an Ice move, it's got a Flying move. This Tornado, so it's probably got Protect as well. I like Omastar being in the back. If I can get a max Geyser off with Dramper. Do I have enough speed control here? I think so. He still doesn't know what item I want that. The Fate Tears was pretty smart, and the Trick. And the thing is, even if I had lived that Shadow Ball, I probably didn't live a Ice Shard follow-up, which is why I had to target the Rotom there, hoping I maybe flinched it. I know it was going hoping for RNG, but in that position, when it was already Cobalion versus basically 4 Mons, I kind of had to go with what, you know, the win con there. And the Quick Guard did catch me off guard, turn 1. From there on out, I kind of expected when it was going to be hitting me with what. I did manage to nerf the Tornadus a bit, but not enough. Which is why I'm going with this lead. Mamoswine and Rotom. So yeah, this is fine. Oh well, is it? Is it? It's going to be going for max Ice. Now, Omastar can do some work against that, but I don't know if I live a max Hailstorm. I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to swap in Omastar, and I'm going to go for a triple Axle into the Rotom. Icy Wind. And lower the amount of Swine speed. Amistar's not the most bulky mob, but because I expect Electro Web to come out here as well. Yep. So I should live that with Amistar. It will annoy me doing that, but so I've got to get into a position now where my Cobalion can do something. Oh, he goes for Max Quake. Oh, if it's into the Weavile, that was a bad prediction by me. I could have just Max Geysered the Mamoswine probably, but it is what it is. And he's already got this speed advantage upon me now. With Amistar not even being able to do anything. So yeah, I think I've played this out wrong. But it's fine. I know this is going to be able to Max Quake me. What am I running on Cobalion? Item-wise? Assault Vest, yeah. So Weavile going down is a little bit unfortunate. I'm going to have to go for a Protect here. And I think I just got to go for a Steel Spike into the... Well... Amistar could be decent in the back afterwards. We'll go for a Protect for now. And I'm going to go for a Steel Spike into the Mamoswine. The Rotom's going to be a huge pain in the backside. I know he's going to Max Quake here, but at least by doing so he can't boost his defenses or anything. There's no point allowing Amistar to just go down there. Yeah, so we lowered the Cobalion's speed, which should put me lower than Mamoswine's. And I still think... Oh wow, that does a lot. That does do a lot. I think he just wins straight out from here. I did a bad lead. If I'd brought Sableye up front this time, I think it would have been okay. But yeah, losing Weavile as well is painful. I wish I was able to Protect here, but it's never going to be enough here. Let's go for that anyway. Oh, I just used the wrong move. That's on me. He KOs me here anyway. He just 4-0 sweeps me. It's unfortunate. I took a game off him. I think I definitely led wrong in going into game 3. I should have expected the Mamoswine to come up front because it did so well for him. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And then yeah, he's just been boosting the special defense up. I can't. Funny thing of it is that I was so close to bringing Scarf Weavile because I expected him to bring like Scarf Rotom or Scarf Alakazam, and I'm kind of regretting not putting a bit more care into my prep. But as I said before, talking to you guys is that I've had a bad week, so yeah. We just Hydro Pump here. Shame that I played so badly in this third game, because I think I played game 1 well, game 2 I played pretty well, and then game 3 I don't think I played well. I think I just got into a bad start. That ice and ground coverage was just able to wipe through, and if I'd just gone for a Max Geyser straight off the back, I think I would have been fine. But I predicted wrong. and I expected him to go for the KO on the Dramper, and he didn't. He just went to remove the Weavile. So he did a good prediction, and that was my fault for not maxing Dramper and going for the max Geyser play, because I think that would have allowed me to have a better game there. So I just read it wrong. I was trying to play too safe, thinking he's going to go in for the Omastar, so into the Dramper slot, because I personally, I would have done that. I would have gone for the Dramper, knowing how much of a threat Dramper is. Like, it being life orbed, unless that Mamoswine is assault vested, which I never got the chance to see. I still think that was the wrong call from Goomer's end, although it was the right call for what happened. I think the safer play for him would have been to have Max Geysered into the not Max Geyser, Max Hailstorm straight into the Dramper to try and do as much damage to it as possible. Which, yeah, fair enough. Like, if he had done that, he would have activated my Berserk as well. So maybe he was trying to avoid that. I'm not sure if he found out. He knew I was at Life Orb. I don't know. I think in a way that maybe the safe play was to remove the Weavile.
Yo guys, I'm back here. Just a little bit of post-com to add on to the end of that. Here you can see the actual matchup I've got up from me versus Goomer. I can just go over a few little thoughts I had. Try and do a little bit of reflection, learn from Tyler. Tyler likes to reflect in his videos, so I thought, why not? Have a bit of time to simmer down. I got really lucky game one, I think, getting that crit triple axle into the Gorygeist. If I didn't get a crit on that last hit, the Gorygeist wouldn't have gone down. It was also Citrus Berry, so I was lucky to not have even procced the Citrus Berry to begin with. So yeah, a little bit of luck there. Also with a timeout and hitting both Hydro Pump and Stone Edge in the same turn into that Rotom. That was pretty lucky there. So overall, I think it was quite telling, the final results. Like, Goomer obviously had the better prep. He also played the better game. I do think coming straight off the match, I was a little bit I wasn't salty. Like, I was just disappointed in myself and the way I played that game 3 out. I think looking back at it now, Goomer definitely made the correct call to remove the Weavile, as he did. Like, if he had gone for the Max Hailstorm into the Dramper and I had lived, like, he didn't know what my EV spread is there. Like, if I had lived, then that Dramper could, like, Max Geyser and do some big damage back with, like, Life Orb Berserk, taking Mamoswine to a Sash. I think I also didn't have the. It's not like I was wrong with my EVs, but Omastar wouldn't have been able to have done as much the following turn. I would have had to have protected with the Omastar the following turn, and then gone for, like, say, an Airstream into the Rotom, because the Omastar wasn't outspeeding a Choice Scarf Rotom. It was only enough to outspeed his team, like, which was Tornadus, which is 192, I think, and the Choice Scarf Rotom was outspeeding my Weavile, which is like 194 or 5, like 195 or 196. So it would still have been underspeeding that Rotom, so still would have been dropped down a speed, still would have outsped Mamoswine. It might have outsped Mamoswine. No, it wouldn't have, because if Mamoswine was sped to outspeed Weavile, then yeah, it wouldn't have. So he could have just gone in for the KO there, and he would have got the KO on the Dramper maybe, or the Dramper wouldn't have been able to have done as much. And yeah, like, I think I would have survived a turn there, but definitely wouldn't have been able to have done anywhere near as much. I think it just came down to a bad game from my end. I think Goomer just played better. He read what I wanted to do a lot better than I did. To him, although I did think I still at least challenged him by not going for the easy, like, game one, where I knew he had a play into the Cavalion. Like, he's never going to just let this Cavalion set up for free, and going for that Worry Seed tech into the Cavalion was pretty smart. I like that, and I was glad I didn't max straight off the back there. I think in game two, I was too concerned trying to preserve my max rather than just going for damage. And yes, even though Dramper was -2 in, like, taking a Fate Tears, which I didn't know was going to happen. I didn't know he was going to use Fate Tears that turn. I think if I had just gone for the max Dramper play and targeted the Tornadus that turn, or maybe targeted the Meow Stick or something, I could have got rid of it sooner. I think I was trying to play it too safe a lot of the time, thinking, oh, he's going to target this thing here, and trying to overpredict what the opponent was going to do instead of going for the control and inserting my own dominance on the game. Like game 2, in my opinion, if I had gone for a max with a Dramper a little bit earlier, it would have lived the whatever the it was hit with, which I think was a max Airstream. And then I could have brought in the Cabalion from the back, which fair enough, Cabalion wouldn't be outspeeding, but at least I had 2 Mons on the field then and not just relying on Weavile plus Cabalion. And if I'd gone for the max Rockfall that turn earlier into the Tornadus, then it would have been a turn less than I had to deal with that Tornadus. There's just a lot of turns like that where it's like I could have played it a little bit better, not tried to be as safe and conserving, and maybe I should have led a little bit more aggressive in that final game. Like if I had just gone for the Cabalion max straight off the bat and had a support there such as Sableye, then if I'd gone for Sableye Cabalion there, then he didn't really have a lot in that final game to really stop the Sucker Punch into the Cabalion boosted Justified, and it would have just one-shot that Mamoswine to a point where it just needed a Sucker Punch in the following turn. And then Weavile could have come in from the back and done some work there. So there's a lot of situations there where I think I could, if I just looked a little bit more, thought a little bit more about it. But Goomer is a hard player to predict what he's going to do. And the quick guard on the Meow Stick was a nice touch. And as I identified in game 2, he was able to... He quick guarded... the first time he used the quick guard, it caught me off guard a little bit, but it was fine. It didn't cause any major issues to that game. Because I still managed to get the Calm Mind off. It brought me to my sash, and that was fine. So it wasn't I was worried about him targeting the Dramper that turn. And then the following time he used Quick Guard. I knew that Quick Guard was coming, and I should have I knew the Quick Guard was coming. I knew the Quick Guard was going to outspeed me because of the max Airstream. So maybe I would have been better to have just gone for an Icy Wind and got that spread chip spread onto the... got the spread onto the flying thing and Tornadus, lower its speed a little bit, and just done a little bit more control there rather than going for a fake out that I knew was never going to connect, because he was always safe to just go for fake out. He was always just safer to go for quick guard there. I was a little bit worried though that he could go for a fake tears and then do some big damage into the Cabalion. So I think it was still a safe play. But if I had been a little bit more aggressive in my plays rather than trying to play it safe, then I think I could have won the game before it got to that third game. So yeah, this is the team that Goomer brought up against me, which is he brought Small Gory Geist, which honestly I can't tell the difference between the models. Yeah, so he's got Trick or Treat, Worry Seed, Will-O-Wisp, and Shadow Sneak. So he did have this priority move here for Shadow Sneak. I think this is EV to live quite a lot of my physical mons, as you can see. Like that triple axle, he was always supposed to be able to live a triple axle, get the Citrus Berry off, and yeah, that would have been a lot more annoying. Although I did have the bounce going on to it the following turn, so I probably would have picked up the KO, which is why I did the bounce, but yeah. Rotom was really annoying, very techy, got the levitate. I think a lot of the time I was still predicting what Goomer was doing with his team. He's got nothing here that's overly wild on his team. Electro Web, that's pretty common. As I said at the start of the video, I was expecting a Scarf Rotom. I just didn't I didn't really identify a great way to stop that during the match. Knock off, Thunder Punch, Close Combat, Obstruct on Obstagoon, Defiance as I expected for the Salamence. I could see that. I knew that was going to be an issue there. And then Prankster, the Meowstick. The Tangerberry was interesting. I wasn't expecting Tangerberry, but I don't think it would have don't think it mattered. It seems to be max defense there, and he never brought any screens or anything. And Thunderbolt, that was a interesting choice of a move, but I suppose he might have predicted me bringing a lot of water ones, so very nice there. Yeah, I'd say I think the team was solid here, but nothing too out there, and I think it was very not easy, but I think it could have just as easily if I played a better game maybe or not play. I don't know, just it made more optimal plays. I think it was easily a game I could have brought back. And then yeah, this is the team I brought up against him, which I was so close to bringing Choice Scarf Weavile. This is why I even brought Pickpocket on the Weavile to fake about as to whether I was Focus Sash on it or not. Like, make him not think that, like, if he sees pressure, then usually if you see a pressure on a Weavile, you're thinking, oh, well, it's not got a removable item, it's got thingy. But if you don't see pressure come up, then you're thinking, oh, well, it's got Focus Sash, and it's probably Pickpocket. And I wanted to try and just fake that out a little bit. I ran speed on like a Requinated Dramper. Maybe I could have just ran a bit more bulk on them in the end anyway. Like, it made no difference to Dramper, it was still okay. I never actually brought a Requinate to this matchup. I could have brought it to the last game. I think that would have been the better bring of Omnistar. I just got a little bit lost at the moment, and I just didn't. I was more worried about like the Tornadus in the back, but like as you can see here, like a Max Geyser from the Requinate would have done mad damage. Skittersmack was there to lower the special attacks of these mons anyway. I brought Sableye, and if I'd led that Sableye in game 3, like I got a little bit spooked off from leading it because the Meowstic, so that was good on Goomer's part because of he played that right. Because if I'd led that Sableye, I could have just Will-O-Wisped the Mamoswine, and then it wasn't as big of an issue. I think I ended up bringing Sableye to the wrong game. I think I would have preferred Sableye to be there in game 1 and game 3, and because that Sableye was my answer to like Mamoswine and his choice scarf mons such as like Rotom and Alakazam. Like that attack investment allows it to one-shot a Alakazam with Sucker Punch, and I think it's able to do at least 50% to a moderately bulky Ghost Rotom. So I think I just got a little bit sidetracked from my own prep, and it just lacked a little bit of focus towards the end of the match. I think a little bit fatigued, match fatigue. If I know that's a thing, like playing lots of matches, you end up just losing focus, and I think that's just what happening. That's what ended up happening. But yeah, a little bit of post reflection. This sees Goomer going off into the next round. I'm glad we had a good 3 set of matches. I really enjoyed game 1 and 2. Game 3, I just felt a bit let down by my own performance, but Goomer played it really well. And yeah, like I gotta wish Goomer the best of luck going forwards. Like I'm pretty confident he can make it all the way to the finals, and hopefully he's able to redeem himself from last season and pick up the final win. So, although he's got some tough opponents in Saki, Gumi, Otto, who all line the path ahead of him to get into that position. So, we'll see. Best of luck to you anyway, Goomer, and best of luck to all the remaining finalists. And for now, this is the Welsh Wailords ending their second season here in the VDL Season 4. And maybe I'll have a look at doing some post-season analysis of what I thought went well and what didn't. Something a little bit similar to this, but a little bit more overall team-based. So, well, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be difficult. I had a lot of different mons, so. All right. Well, thanks, guys, for listening. I think that it's been decided that this was a premiere, so hopefully you all enjoy it. Sorry it's taken so long. I just started rambling a lot. Again, best of luck to you all, and see you sometime in the future.